Oh, hello there! Yes, it's me, Gazbot, back once again to speak with you about something art comic related. Those of you that followed my third and probably final run of 100 Days of Making Comics would know that I was primarily working on a story for an anthology for the group The 100s called Werewolves and Unicorns and Other Mythical Creatures. This is the second anthology from the group. The first one was called Life in Space, came out a year ago, 2 years ago. Successfully kick-funded. Everybody got what they're kick-started, crowd-funded. Everybody got what they were supposed to get. The point is they're doing a second one and there's a proven track record. But even better, because it's the second book, it's a little bit more polished, a little bit more put together, a little bit more streamlined. And this one has 28 creators, 28 different artists and or writers, and each one got a 4-page story. It's in black and white inside, and it's color covers. There's grayscale inside. I have a story in this one. The last one I had a pinup in. This one I actually have a full 4-page story. Mine is called Satan, Please Turn Me Into a Werewolf. Because, you know, when you're doing a theme about mythical creatures, the best thing to do is do an autobiographical comic, which is I did. Which, those of you that have followed me recently might seem odd because I do a kaiju comic called The Horror Ray 4, and I do a lot of Godzilla art and Power Rangers and things like that. I don't usually do anything autobiographical, but way back in the day, I did used to do like fanzines and a little bit more autobiographical comics, so this is sort of returning to my roots a little bit, and I'm pretty happy with the story, and I'm extra happy that my story is in this book with all these other creators because, like I said, the first book was good, but this one is like super great good. It really is just... The first book was very good. I have copies of it, I sell it, I'm proud to have been involved in it, even though I only had a pinup. Proud of the group, proud to be involved in it. But this one just like picks it up and like folds it in half and double choke slam, back flips it, and says, no, this is how it's done. So, you know, not to oversell it. So it's pretty awesome. We have, I think, about 10 days left in the Kickstarter. It's already funded. It funded within the first day or two. Right now we're trying to get stretch goals. We got the first stretch goal, which is to have a letters column. We're close to the second stretch goal, which is to get an awesome color poster that has every character in the book. Now, in the book, the characters aren't in color, so in many cases, the first time you see these images and these characters in color. And the art is done by one of the members of the 100s and a comic creator, of course, Karen Lewis Bonfiglio, and I apologize if I mispronounced your name. So let's talk about the book. It's called, as I said, Werewolves and Unicorns and Other Mythical Creatures. And it was done by members of the 100s, which is a group that has done the 100 Days of Making Comics Challenge successfully at least one time all the way through for 100 days. And what that is you have to work on your own personal comic project. It can't be client work. You could have a partner, but again, it has to be for yourselves, not for some company or someone's paying you, essentially. So you have to be doing it for free, for love, for passion. For 100 days in a row, working at least 30 minutes per day on it and documenting it in some way. Documenting, that is. Preferably video, but that's not required. And anybody can do this challenge whether they're in the group or not. But if you want to be in the book, you need to be part of the group so that you can be verified that you did the challenge and everything. And so this time, last time, just about everybody that wanted to get in got in. This time, we had so many creators that had since successfully completed the challenge that wanted to be in, that there was a little bit of a lottery system and a little bit of, you know, drawing names from a hat and stuff. But in the end, most of the people that wanted to be in got in. And I think, again, we have an even stronger book than we did last time with more creators. And so it's, yeah, 28 creators, spent 100 days making 28 comics. I wonder if that's right, because I know there are 2 creators that are a team. Well, I don't know how the math works out, but 28 creators, 28 stories. There you go, one book. One epically rad book. And yeah, so I was excited about the theme as well, specifically the werewolf part. While I have nothing against unicorns, I am Team Werewolf all the way. Look at my Transformers case. A Transformer wolf. Power Ranger collection. A Power Ranger wolf. G.I. Joe collection. A G.I. Joe wolf. Further up, the same wolf, but released later. Oh look, another wolf Power Ranger. Oh look, another wolf Power Ranger. Oh look, another wolf Power Ranger. And a lot of people did werewolves or werewolves and unicorns together, but other mythical creatures as well. So there's like the Loch Ness Monster, there's some griffins. I think there might be a Sasquatch, don't quote me on that. But the point is you could do mythical creatures of any kind. But of course, when the title is Werewolves and Unicorns, a lot of people are going to gravitate towards that, as I did. And so, yes. What is the point of this video? Well, A, to let you know what I've been up to, because I've been posting a lot of Action Activate videos, which is my Power Ranger review show, and you can check that out. And I just did a cool one where I did an interview with Matt Palmer, creator of The Immortal Red Fox, which is a manga. He's a writer and also a live-action tokusatsu. So I'm trying to cross that, like my art and my creative side with my Power Ranger fandom interviewee side. Anyway, that's a side note. But I've been doing that a lot, and I have been posting a lot of art videos. And this isn't an art video either, but it's telling you all those art videos I posted the last, few months culminated in this. Now, of course, I'm still working on my own comic, The Horror A4 issue 3. Wanted to have it done for San Diego Comic-Con, where I will be tabling in the small press area. I don't think I will have, well, I know I won't have it. I thought maybe I could get some kind of preview half-done book. I don't even think that's going to happen. It is written, it is mostly lettered, it is completely laid out, and it is mostly penciled, but I got to do, I think, about 6 more pages of pencils, and my letterist do 7 or 8 more pages of lettering, and then I get to ink the whole thing. So, life gets in the way. I've had a lot of stuff going on this year. Not all bad, a lot of good, but just it's been a crazy busy year. Excuses. Doesn't matter. We're not here to talk about that. We're talking about the 100 Days of Making Comics, Werewolves and Unicorns Anthology. There's going to be a link below. It's just 100daysofmakingcomics.com/Gazbot. And the Gazbot's important because there's like a little contest going on, seeing who can get the most amount of hits and stuff. Not even sales, but just hits. So if you go look at it, you help me. I mean, obviously we'd like you to buy, but just go look at it. And if it's not for you, great. Share it around. That's just as good, if not better. You shared it to 10 people, maybe 2 of them buy. Even if you didn't, you've helped us out. So thank you for that. And it's been getting word of mouth too. If you know any small, it's not small. If you know any sites or podcasts or shows, YouTube, whatever, that are interested in small independent comics, shoot it my way or shoot it the way of, Mike Emirates or whoever. We've already been on crowdfunding, not me personally, but the group has been on crowdfunding comics, Holy Nerdy Podcast, Figments, because Figments is about cryptids as well, because this whole book is about cryptids. So that's another, if you know anybody that's into that kind of thing, cryptids being, Sasquatch and Loch Ness Monster and chimeras and things like that. But what we're doing now, as I said, we're funded, and we got our first stretch goal. I'm looking over my notes here. The next stretch goal, as I said, was the poster, and the one after that is a digital sketchbook with behind-the-scenes stuff and work in progress, things like that. That would, again, come free if you back at a certain level. So is there a stretch goal beyond that? I don't know. Maybe. Our editor-in-chief is crafty, and he might have some secrets pocketed away somewhere in him that he'll share, but only if we hit that extra stretch goal. So check it out, share it around, watch the video, 100daysofmakingcomics.com/Gazbot, so I get credit. And yeah, I hope you enjoy looking at it. Maybe you buy it. Either way, thanks for listening. That's what I've been doing. Next video you see from me will be another Action Activate, but there is going to be a Horror A4 update on issue 3 coming up somewhere. And then eventually there's probably going to be a con video. All right, thanks a lot. See you later. As those of you who know that I followed what? I was doing a lot of cleaning with dust. Whatever, this isn't important. I'm sure it's illegal to have a wolf as a pet. But check out the comic! 28 creators, 4 pages each. It's gonna be great.